there, everyone. I'm Ivan, an 8-year-old boy. For several years, I learned Scratch by myself. Scratch is a very popular block-based programming language and a platform where kids can learn to code by creating various game animations and other projects. It's incredibly interesting. I hope you enjoy coding as much as I do. Today I'll show you how to make an apple catcher game on Scratch platform in about 10 minutes. It's one of the best Scratch games for beginners, particularly for children. Build your Scratch account. Firstly, sign into your Scratch account by going to Scratch website. If you don't have a Scratch account, click on Join Scratch to create a new account. Once you have signed in, it's time to get started. After clicking on Scratch Create, you should see this empty Scratch game screen with a cat on your stage. Let us have a quick look at Scratch interface. Double-click on United and rename your project. Step 1. Making the catcher move on Scratch. The first step in creating a finishing game on Scratch is to make the object move. To do this, we have to choose the right sprite as the catcher. Next, I will share the detailed steps on how to do this. Delete the cat and choose a different sprite from the game as shown on the screen. Click on Choose a Sprite. Click on Bold Sprite. Of course, you can pick any character from Scratch library of sprites. After clicking on Bold, you should see Bold in the stage area. Click on Choose a Backdrop and choose a backdrop from the Scratch's library. After click on Forest, you can pick any backdrop from Scratch's library of backdrop. After clicking on Forest, you should see a forest backdrop adding to the stage area. Drag to the center. Drag Bold to the center. Click on Code and start making code for Bold. You have to drag the coding block from the block palette and drop it in the code area. Using the Change X by block, you can move your Bold left and right, and change in positive X value will move the Bold right. Add a condition to move the Bold right when you click on the right arrow key. From Controls block, drag and drop the if-then block. From the Sensing block, drag and drop key space pressed. Click on space and select right arrow from the drop-down menu. Drag and drop Change X to the if-then condition block. Drag and drop when green flag clicked and click on the green flag. As you see, pressing the right arrow doesn't do anything because the if-then block is checked only once and it needs to be always checked for the catcher game to work. So let's add it, a loop. Drag and drop when green flag, click block and forever loop, and then click on the green flag. Make the ball go to the left. Instead of changing x by 10, you can change x by -10. Let's make it do this if the left arrow key is clicked. Let's put this in the forever loop too and click on the green flag. Now you can see the catcher ball can move with left and right arrow keys. Step 2. Inserting apple sprite with precision. The main idea of the game is to make the apple fall from the top so that we can catch them in a bowl on the ground. In the previous step, we inserted the bowl. Now in this step, we will insert the sprite and make it fall from the top. Let's pick the sprite apple that you want to catch in the game and place it on top of the screen. Click on Choose Sprite. You can choose any sprite. Click on Apple. Apple added. The apple should start at random place at the top. Drag and drop the Go to Random Position block. Drag and drop the Set Y block to set how high up the sprite is. In Scratch, Y represents how sprite moves from the bottom of the screen to the top of the screen. So if Y is set to 0, the apple goes to the middle. If Y is set to 20, it goes up a little higher. If it's set at 180, it goes all the way to the top. Now to make the apple go to a random place, set the Y to 180. Drag and drop the one green flag block as shown on the screen. Step 3. Making the apple fall down on the ground. Let's make our apple fall down. If we change Y by 10, the apple goes upwards. To make it go down, you can put a negative number. Change Y by inside a forever loop. It'll keep falling until you click on it. So right now you have an apple that can fall one time. What you need to do is if the apple is at the bottom, then move it upwards. Drag and drop the if-then block. Set up a condition that checks if the apple is at the bottom screen, and at the bottom, Y is less than -170. Drag and drop the less than operator block to the if then block. Drag and drop the Y position block to the less than block. Let's put the above code inside our forever loop. drag and drop the when clicked block as shown on the screen. Step 4. Writing code for apple touching ball. Let's write a condition to check when the apple touches the ball. Drag and drop the if-then block and select ball. Let's write a condition that if the apple touches the ball, then the apple should stop falling and go back to the top somewhere so it can fall down again. Drag and drop, go to random position and set Y blocks. Put the above code inside a loop. To enchant the game, let's add a sound when the player catches the apple. Click on sounds. Click on choose a sound. Type in search, collect it, and click on it. Drag and drop this start sound. Drag and drop the start sound collected coding block as shown on the screen. Click on the green flag. Step 5. Ending catch game and counting points. Let's add a score so that you get points for every catch. Add a variable. A variable is something that can be changed in computer programming. Variables are used to store information that might change and can be used later in the program. Click on the variables block and click on make a variable. Name your variable. Here it is named score. To increase the score, add the change score by coding block. Put this block every time you catch the apple. Reset the score to 0 when the game starts. Drag and drop the Z score to block as shown on the screen. Click on the green flag. Congratulations, you have completed the apple catcher game on Scratch. Please subscribe to my channel to get more games in the future.